lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because I'm going to be talking about my all-time favorite highlighters. I tried to make this more minimal, but I have like 15 highlighters sitting in front of me, so I'm sorry. So I just have to go ahead and start off with one of my OG highlighters. This is the Lou Manizer from the Balm. And you guys can tell I love this highlighter because I actually hit pan on it. Like, isn't that a miracle to hit pan on a highlighter? So I love this. It is just the perfect golden warm shade. I actually have it on my face right now mixed with the Amrezy highlighter from Anasazi. I think that it can be very blinding or very subtle depending on how much you put on and what brush you use. I feel like this is just, it's such a beautiful highlighter and like nobody talks about it. It's super smooth. So there's what it looks like, and overall I mean it is pretty affordable. If you go to buy it right now on the Balm website, I think it's $24, but they do 50% off sales all the time. So next I just have to mention this. I know I only got it like 2 weeks ago, but I have been wearing it non-stop. I love this. This is the Anasazi Beverly Hills Amrezy Highlighter, and I wanted to swatch it next to the Mary Lou for you guys because I do feel like they're very similar. They both have like that very warm kind of golden undertone, but they still work on fair skin, and I cannot stop wearing this, you guys. I can't put it down. I feel like the Anastasia one looks just a little bit more wet. Like it's just a little bit more blinding. And Amrezy is just like a slightly more yellow gold, but they're very similar. Both so beautiful. The only other highlighter that I've hit pan on is this Colourpop Lunch Money. This is one of my favorites. Just looks like this. There's what that looks like. Definitely more on the subtle side. Those are all like similar colors. But I just love this. I think that it is so nice. Just beautiful on the cheeks. And I just love the formula of these. I love to just take like 2 little fingers and then I just like pat it on. And I think it just looks absolutely beautiful. My other Colourpop highlighter I wanted to mention is Fanny Pack. They had this, they discontinued it, they brought it back. I'm not sure if it's still available, but if it is, I love this one. It is just a true white highlight, and it's that cream formula. Love it. Just such a nice highlight shade, especially if you're fair and you want a true white cream highlight shade. So next I wanted to mention the Smashbox times Casey Holmes little highlighter palettes. I have the lighter pearl one, and I feel like these do not get enough hype. If you have texture in your skin, these are the highlighters to go with. Like the lightest one is a little bit more like subtle, and then the middle one has like a little bit more of a glow to it, and then the last one I'm not the biggest fan of. It kind of has just a touch of like glitter to it. So sometimes when I use it, I'll just put it on like the very tops of my cheekbones. But these are the best for if you have any type of texture. Like I said, they just give you the most beautiful, healthy glow, but they don't emphasize it or emphasize acne at all. Whenever I'm breaking out or whenever I just feel like my skin is just not looking good, this is my go-to. So next I want to talk about the Tarteist Pro Glow To Go. I didn't get the full size because I thought that there were too many shades that wouldn't suit my skin tone, but you guys, this little mini is so beautiful. First off, you have a nice pink shade, which I love. Like, I'm always here for a pink highlighter. And then you have a yellow shade. This is nice and warm. This is a little bit more on the yellow side, not very golden already. So there's those two highlighters right there. They are absolutely beautiful. Just love them. I think that they are very blinding, very stunning on the cheeks. And like this little set I think is like $23. So for 2 highlighters and a bronzer shade, like A+. Okay, so I think this is the only other subtle highlighter that I have to mention. This is the Fenty Beauty Metal Moon, but this is actually so beautiful. I feel like it melts into your skin. Like when you first apply it, it looks fine, but if you just give it a few minutes, like I swear, like it's the kind of highlighter that all day you're like, wow, like my cheeks look really nice, and it's just very soft. It's super subtle, like I said. It gives you a nice glow, but it doesn't emphasize texture. It's not like super blinding. It just looks very natural, and it looks super white in the pan, which is what made me buy it, but it's actually very golden. I don't know if you guys can tell. Even in my swatch, it looks a little bit white, but when you put it on the skin, it just looks like it has like a gold undertone to it. We'll just throw you up here. Yeah, you guys can probably tell that you can barely see it. It is super subtle, but on the cheeks, you guys, it's so beautiful. So if you were to ask me my most favorite blinding highlighter of all time, it's going to be the OFRA x Nikkie Tutorials Glazed Donut. This is just so beautiful. It is the perfect shade for fair skin. Like if you have fair skin and you feel like highlighters just don't look like that like Instagram worthy glow on you, this glazed donut, it will make you an actual glazed donut. It is so beautiful. Here, so every other highlighter I have to mention is all pink undertones. I love pink toned highlighters. So the first I have to mention is the Pillowtalk highlighter from OFRA Cosmetics. I do want to say, if you have glazed donut and you really like the white shade, these aren't that far off from each other. It's just a subtle difference of pink undertone. I love wearing it, and I don't know, maybe because of the pink undertone, it does look a little bit not natural on the skin, but it blends into the skin really well, at least on my face. So I love this shade. I just think it's beautiful. I love OFRA's highlighters. Like every time they come out with one that's for my skin tone, I'm there for it, because it is just, it's blinding, honestly. Like look at that glow. Milani Strobe Light highlighter, which is one you can find at the drugstore, so yay for that. This is a little bit more like, it's not as soft of a formula, and it's a little bit more subtle. I'm trying to swatch it. It does look a little bit powdery when I'm swatching, but I love wearing this. It's super beautiful. It's a little bit on the darker pink side, but it is a very beautiful glow. Obviously not as blinding as Pillowtalk, but I really like this. It's one of my go-to pinks. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Blossom Glow highlighter. I love this so much. It's really soft, a little bit powdery, but it is, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has the most stunning glow to it. Like even now, like just look, I'm looking at it and it's not in the light or anything, and it just looks beautiful. Which not every highlighter looks beautiful when it's not in the light. And it's a very pretty pink tone. So next I have a highlighter I feel like no one talks about anymore. This is Makeup Geek Glitz. And I will say some of the other highlighters that I got from her kind of got a little bit of hard pan, so I'm not sure why that is, but this is one of my favorite highlighters. It's super soft, and you can see from one swatch, like there's a lot of glow, but you can definitely build it up to be not subtle. Like it is a very buildable formula, and it is just beautiful. Like, I love it. I love the undertone. It's just such a pretty pink. The packaging is super nice. And no one ever talks about Makeup Geek highlighters anymore, but they're, I mean, I've heard mixed reviews, but I really like them. I did a full video about the Porcelain trio, I think it was called. So there's that one. It's kind of similar to Pillowtalk, but just a touch more pink. And then last but not least, the iconic London Illuminator. I believe this is the shade Shine. Yes. So I got this on a whim because I always hear people talking about it. And I just wanted to try it out. I wasn't sure if it was going to be light enough for me, and it does kind of have like darker undertones, but I feel like when you blend it into the skin, it just looks beautiful. Like, and I know that this seems like expensive, but they do sales literally all the time. I signed up to their email. They have like get €5 off. They actually had a sale the other day with any purchase, get this for free, which I was like, yes. I actually posted on my IG stories because it's such a good highlighter. So I really love this, and I recommend signing up for their emails, waiting for it to be on sale, get a coupon, something like that. Like, don't go buy it full price. And one of the reasons I love this is because it is like straight up a dupe for the NARS Copacabana highlighter, which I have also, but I wanted a dupe because NARS is no longer cruelty free. So I was just excited to try this out, and I love it. So there's what it looks like swatched right there. So really quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and insert some swatches of all the highlighters close up. That way you can get a better view. So this is Colourpop Lunch Money, ABH x Amrezy, Lou Manizer from the Balm, Tarteist Pro to Go Burst, and Tarteist Pro to Go Gleam. So this is Colourpop Fanny Pack, OFRA Glazed Donut, Fenty Beauty Metal Moon. And then these 3 shades are from the Casey Holmes Pearl palette. So this is the Milani Strobe Light highlighter, the Makeup Geek highlighter in Glitz, OFRA Pillowtalk highlight, and then last but not least, Wet n Wild Blossom Glow. And here is the iconic London Illuminator and Shine, which I forgot to swatch with the last batch. So that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.